What is going on, everyone? Tupacalypse99 here with another collector spot. We have a Marvel's Electro review from the Amazing Spider-Man 2. This is the Jamie Foxx version. It is Build-A-Figure Ultimate Green Goblin. Not my favorite version of the Goblin, but it is it. So, if you want, I'll take the camera in. And, okay, I'm sorry, you can't read that. The electric-wielding villain bends high voltage current at will and has brought New York City to its knees. Bang, just like that. So, let's bust this figure open. Here's the figure out of the packaging. Of course, he comes with the arm of the Green Goblin, which, as I've already stated, I'm not really a big fan of the Ultimate Green Goblin. But, if the opportunity presents itself, sure, I'd complete it. Good flames for like city dioramas. Comes with, this is the head it came on. I put the electricity head on because he's Electro, so I figured I kind of want him in the act of electroing. And he comes with two fists, and yet again I want him in the act of electroing, so I kept his two electric hands on and I put his electricity head on. So this is the Jamie Foxx version, which not a big fan of, but I did need an Electro to boost jump my Spider-Man villains collection. So I did get him. He was the only one left on shelf, and so far I have not regretted it. So his articulation, he does about that much with his head, looks about that far down. Does have a 360 rotation. The head joint's really tight because I was popping it on to make sure it stayed in there. His arm does about that much out because of the way his shoulder pad is with the electricity little bolts. It does have 360 rotation, which is good. And it does have 360 bicep rotation, double jointed elbows, swivel at the wrist, and hinge at the wrist for all your electrical needs. These are plastic, so be careful with them. And his ab crunch does do that much forward, that much back. He does have 360 waist rotation. His leg goes about that far forward, that far back. Isn't really much. He does have double jointed knees. That is a dog barking right now. I don't know if you guys can hear that with the camera, but it sounds like Kevin James' dog from Grown Ups. It's pretty awful. Anyways, he does have 360 boot rotation, hinge at the ankles, and a very slight ankle pivot, but the way the pants are, they're kind of like cuffs. It kind of gets in the way of it, but there still is ankle pivot. So that's a quick Electro review. And now we're going to get into the Build-A-Figure of Odin and then Rhino. So look forward to a shit ton of reviews plopping out every day. I'll catch you guys next time. Yeah, my head's on fire.